Last week I was walking home and I passed a house that was throwing out a garbage bag, and a few of them, whatever. I saw in one of them was a stack of Pokemon cards, and I said, "Oh, these would be fun to go through." It's funny because like a week prior, or in the prior week at least, I had bought Pokemon cards to use in my synagogue, um, to play, with just on Saturday when we hang out, kind of thing. And then a week later, I find cards being thrown out. I had only spent $5 the week before, so it wasn't. I got a great deal at Pop Fuzz in Williamsburg. Um, so it wasn't a monetary thing. It was just funny that I spent all that time looking at cards, and then a few days later, basically, it was a garbage bag and it was full. I thought it was gonna be like a few cards, and I'm like, I'm hoping not bringing home a dirty diaper. And I remember I opened it up, and the only thing in there that was not Pokemon related in the garbage bag was a Snapple bottle, two Haagen-Dazs wrappers and sticks, and um, a wrapper or packaging from Burt's Bees, I guess lip balm kind of thing. Otherwise, it was enough Pokemon cards that it had these two tins and all the contents that are in there right now. So, I mean, it's not just Pokemon cards. Also, there are some other like Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, and other things. But just like to give you an idea, it was full. I mean, these are four. You can zoom in. I can't zoom in. It's only on the live stream I can do that. Okay. It's so it's this high, whatever. But some of these are not even opened. Just stacks like this. So this one's got 4 stacks that high. And let me put this away. It's like these little albums for featuring your favorite cards, I guess. And this one, same thing, but this is all the way. This is, again, some of the decks are unopened. Just to show you, right, so it's 4 stacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, times this high. Rather, this high. So that's a lot of cards. I mean, I think I got, they were 25 cents each. Did I get 200 cards? It was supposed to be $50 what I paid, and I got it for $5. But $50, that was 200 cards. 200 cards was around this big. So I feel like this is 800 and another maybe half of that, 400. It's around 1,000 cards basically being thrown out, which would make sense actually because basically there's a lot of these. What do you call them? Like you get, it's like a gift set almost. It comes in in a plastic kind of like a clamshell packaging, and you open it up, and then it's got like the album, say, or maybe a tin, and then a bunch of like surprise booster packs. And the booster packs are, I had them in another bag, but there were 100, at least 100, 101 or so booster packs. Each of those booster packs has 10 cards. I don't know what the deal is because it seemed like they threw almost all the cards out. And it's not like these cards were owned years ago. These cards were bought as soon as the week prior. Like, I got it on, like in the first week of February, and it was like the last week of January that it was being thrown out. So, it was recent. I don't know what happened. Maybe they were like, maybe there's very serious Pokemon people and they were going after specific cards, and it's like, I have all these, and they threw the rest of them out. I don't know, but anyway, a few months prior, on that same block, and I think possibly that same house, I was passing by, and I saw this being thrown out, and I'm like, this looks like a violin case, and I'm like, oh, this could be useful, whatever, and I start opening it up, and there's the zipper. They were throwing out a violin. I mean, like, with a bow, with a sheet music book in here. So, like, showed it to my mom. She's like, sorry. Might not be able to hear me over that. I showed it to my mom. She was like, there might have been a mistake. I'm like, it was like next to the garbage. I don't know. But then like a few months later, the Pokemon cards were out like on top of the garbage. I actually saw it the morning, like not a garbage pickup is let's just say 9 a.m. I saw it like 7:30 a.m. kind of thing. So for whatever reason, these people are throwing things out. Maybe they are loaded. I don't know, but I passed by last night and I said, oh, it's garbage night. Let's see what they have. And here's what we got. 2 more bags. Again, it's almost all entirely Pokemon stuff in here or other trading card stuff. So I'm going to zoom in a bit and let's unbox the Unboxed. I didn't actually zoom in, I just changed the camera angle, but let's start with the less exciting one first. Yeah, I mentioned a lot of this clamshell packaging, and a lot of packaging from just, the what do you call it? The envelopes which were shipped. This one came in a box, actually. So a lot of the cards are Japanese. So I'm not sure why they're getting those, unless they're into playing with those as well. I mean, Giraffe Rig. Do you call this holographic? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll show you some highlights at at the end. I can zoom in for those, but like, okay, this is a One Piece card. Most of them are Pokemon cards. Personally, I feel like this is a big. I feel like this is a big debate about how many Pokemon are considered Pokemon. Like, I got my first. This is super convenient. I got my book right here. I'm at the first 150 kind of thing, like, or 151 if you count you. I feel like with a lot of people, what happened was, or rather, what happened. Period was that. Pokemon started as a Game Boy game, not as a TV show, not as a trading card game. It started as a video game, and that was so successful that they made the subsequent TV show and the Game Boy game. And that was Pokemon Blue and Red. In Japan, I believe there was Green and Red. I think they actually were planning on making the Pokeball red and white instead of green and white, but they said in America, green is not as popular as red, so they went with that. Anyway, the Pokemon Game Boy game was so popular that they decided, let's make another version. There's Pokemon Yellow also, but they decided, let's make another 100 or so Pokemon. And they made Pokemon Silver and Gold. And what was really cool about that game, as many of us may remember, is that after you beated the Johto, after you beat the Johto League, you were able to take the boat over to the Kanto region, and it was just like, and then you had the whole game again of silver, sorry, of red and green, sorry, red and blue, and it was just like 2 games in one, and people were so amazed. This game, they wanted to go out with a big bang, and instead of going out, the response was so high. They said, "Okay, I guess we'll make more Pokemon," and they did. And then they made what was next, the Hoenn region, and so on and so forth. And basically, the question is, like, I feel like a lot of people felt like, there was the original Pokemon, the 150, and then there was the other 100 and something, and it was just like those were still considered Pokemon, but then like they kept making more and more, and like I feel like it felt less authentic to these people. So they after a while they just kind of like, oh, this is getting ridiculous. So like with myself, I mean I stopped playing after Hoenn. After Sapphire was my last game I played, most recent game I played. I didn't. It's not that I was repulsed by the other games. If I had the opportunity and the time, I probably would play the newer ones. It's just like those ones are more nostalgic for me. The first three generations. Anyway, the reason I mentioned this, buy more. This is just a QR code to buy more cards. Interesting. The reason I mentioned this all is because, what are they doing? Okay, I'm making like a little thing at the end. I'm putting some aside to show you. I don't know why they're throwing these cards out. Okay. Anyway, so the reason I mentioned all this is because there are plenty of Generation 1 cards here, Seeking, for instance. So even if I wanted to just, stick to Generation 1, I could do that with these, with the amount of cards that I'm getting. There are some of these are, I guess, for sealing rare cards or something. I'm pulling these aside. The rest of it seems to be just packaging. If you like what you're seeing, by the way, I have no idea how popular this video is going to be. I can try to bring home a body mic, or I could like hook this one up or something. Just, I feel like the audio might not be so great because the camera has to pass over the, at least in my camera mic, which I usually don't do, but I don't have, my other mics are at work. Yeah, okay, the rest of this can go back in here. Make some brief piles. I'll put this here also. Okay, this is a One Piece card. Where was my One Piece stack? Here. Alright, so mostly, as you can see, mostly Pokemon, very little One Piece at this point. Yeah, it's like I'm not even going through these cards really. They just, the ones I plan on showing you moments, after I go through this, aren't the best of the stack. It's the ones that just I happen to come across. And okay, maybe I will go through them. I'm just pulling out some holographics just for fun. Why is this one? Oh, it's holographic. Yeah, everyone's holographic energy cards. It's funny, like collecting Pokemon cards versus playing with Pokemon cards. It's like I started off collecting rather than playing, and it's just like, you buy the booster packs? It's like, what are all these energy cards? Why do I have so many? And like, to me, it's like I think I would just put them in a box. I held on to them, so I still have mine, but like I never saw the purpose. Putting these aside. Anyway, so when I went to a thrift shop and they had Pokemon cards, but it was just there were no energy cards, and I'm like, I can't play without energy cards, so I'm tempted to buy some for my synagogue, but I need cards that I can actually play with. So I didn't end up getting any from there, and then we went to another gift shop. Another thrift shop where it was like Pop Fuzz. And they had energy cards. I'm like, oh man, so I spent like, I don't know, probably 2 hours or so going through the cards, like building decks from scratch. And it was funny, because I was with my friend Haley. And so we were looking at the cards, and I'm just telling her, like, the difference between collecting and playing the cards is that you'll need, when you're playing, you need several weak cards in order to build a deck. So like, for instance, like a Charizard, like you can't just put Charizards. You need the Charmander, you need the Charmeleon, and you need a lot of Charmanders because you can't play a Charizard without the Charmander, without the Charmeleon. So you'll have like 4 Charmanders and 4 whatevers, or 3 somethings. Maybe you'll have some normal types, and like you can't have the fire and the water and the grass in a single deck because the likelihood of pulling the correct energy card for that Pokemon is just lower when you have more than one. The more types you have, the lower the rate of getting the correct type for the card and the energy on the Pokemon. So like, it's funny how like, when you're collecting, you don't want doubles, you don't want the energies. When you're playing, it's like a third of your deck is energy. Of the Pokemon, like at least half of them are repeats. So that's just a cute thing. Okay, I started with this box now, which I should pull closer. Yes, this is what I'm talking about, these binder collections. Okay, so it's a binder with 29 pocket pages, and then 5 booster packs. Um, I don't know. This is, I mean, that's not to say that they're collecting, but this is, these are sold for collecting. Okay. I'm just thinking it would be funny if any of these actually still have cards in them, which they don't, but, I'm checking anyway. What do we got here? It's like, why would you throw this out? This is one of those EX Pokemon, which I never got into. I can show you this at the end. But like, I don't know. Okay, this is a beautiful box. This can be used for, these are like index. Okay, if this comes out, which it does. Now I have this box with these index cards. This is amazing. And you can use this for different decks. So like a water deck, and a leaf deck, etc. This is beautiful. This I plan on holding on to. And it comes with another one. Okay, this one doesn't have those little, what do you call them anymore. But, I don't need that. Let me double checking that I don't need those sleeves and that I cannot use those sleeves. Yes, okay. I'm also doing a little recycling while I'm here, just pulling out plastics and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, it gives you a sense of how many booster packs, or how many these gift packs were bought based upon just all the packaging. All right, this box has more packaging. Surprise box. Oh, this is this thing, I guess. Surprise box. Find 1 of 9 promo cards and more in a handy storage box. That's exactly what this is. In this collection, you get 1 randomly selected foil promo card featuring Eevee or one of its evolutions as a Stellar Terra Pokemon X. I probably sound like, for all these people who are like up to date with all this stuff, I probably sound like I have no idea what I'm talking about, which I'm not. I've played like against people like online. I've played Pokemon trading card game online against people who were using the EXs, and it was just like kind of overwhelming, but whatever. So like I've had a little bit of experience with it. All right, so one of the holographic Eevees, such as this one. I plan on showing you these things up close, but plus 4 booster packs and dividers. Yeah, okay. Pokemon. What does this say? Patori Patonas. I am probably reading that wrong. But Batoru. Batoru. That's battle. Batoru. Patonas. Patonas? Patonas. I don't know what that means. This is Pokemon. Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. Nice artwork on the sides. Okay, so these people knew they were buying Japanese cards, which oh, and this is like a booster. Oh, this is a booster pack thing. You buy the case and this stands up. That's cool. Maybe I'll hold on to this. I feel like these people knew what they were doing with, like, it seems crazy to us that they're throwing all these cards out, but I feel like, yeah, and then the card sleeves also. I feel like, and here we got a card, a coin. I feel like they're so well, how do I say it? Like, they have so many of these cards already that they just don't need it. I feel like they're, like, really rolling in the cards at this point. It's kind of like Kaiba and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I felt like I was going to be Kaiba at the end going through these cards, like a suitcase full of these cards. Right, there's the scene where Kaiba basically, he wants, which one is it? Is it the first episode when he goes to Yugi's grandfather and he's like, I'll give you all these cards for that Blue Eyes, and he like opens up a suitcase. Um, anyways, I feel like these people are like Kaiba. Like, they have all these cards already. And, just like, they have the Japanese cards. They understand what they mean. Not that many Japanese people live here, so I doubt that the people themselves are Japanese. Okay, here's the booster pack board. We can go through this soon. But it's like in the thing with the booster packs, they're throwing out cards also. In like a holographic card also. This is weird. Whatever. Anyway, I feel like these people are like super duper versed in Pokemon. Like, I was gonna consider them like inviting them to my synagogue to like partake in the Pokemon like games with us. But I feel like if these are the cards they're throwing out, then the cards they're not throwing out are probably way too strong. Yes, this order was placed on January 31st, and today is the 11th. So let me double check. Yeah. So 11 days ago these things were ordered. Let me make a little thing to collect these. Stick it in here. Alright, you might remember that I said last time the only non-Pokemon things in here, aside from the One Piece cards, were the Haagen-Dazs and the Snapple and then the Burt's Bees. So here's the Snapple. Maybe they go through this. Something I said to Haley is, imagine they like unbox these things, make it like a weekly event, and they sit there sharing a Snapple, and each of them have a Haagen-Dazs. I don't know. How many of these did they get? 1, 2. Oh, that's the 2. Okay, there were only 2 of these. Okay, booster pack. Yeah, I got this also. These are unopened energy cards. I actually bought these. I bought 2 packs of these, or was it? It might have been 3 even at Pop Fuzz for they were like $2 each, I think. So, I mean, they're inexpensive, but like still, they're not garbage. And if you're a collector, they are. If you're collecting and not playing, is that what it is? Are these people not actually playing? They're just collecting them? In which case, it's like, I want one of every Pokemon, and I'm literally able to just throw out a stack of them because I have them all, or I'm assuming I have them all without even actually checking. I don't know. More holographics. I feel like I'm just showing you guys or mostly the holographics at the end. Okay, so there's another surprise box in here potentially. There are 3, unless they kept one. Oh no, here it is. Alright. Oh, I see. They come in here to start with. This is a nice idea, actually. Because I was thinking about, because like Pop Fuzz, when I bought the cards, the woman gave me a display case thing for free. Not a display case, like something like this. The top comes off and it's like long, so it's like a, like if anything similar. Basically, it's like a puzzle box. How you lift it up, and then it's 5 sides of a cube kind of thing. So that's I was thinking it has something with dividers, but that's this right now. So here we go. Got 3 of them, and that's probably where I'll keep these cards. Give you guys a sense of like how many cards there actually is. I can sort them into whatever's by type, by generation. Probably do it by type. That's how we play, or maybe even both. Yeah, it's mostly paper. Yeah, I did like when I like sorted this stuff out at the end last week. Here's the 4 of these. I don't know. When I sorted these out last week, like there was a ton of paper recycling, a ton of these things. Not as many this week. This is a box from. I'll actually hold on to this. The artwork is really pretty on the inside. I plan on getting rid of it. I just want to see if Haley likes it. Yeah, this came in there as well. I don't need all these. Because I can throw out right. I already have 2 of them, which is probably one more than I need. Okay. Here's stuff on the bottom. Before I get into that, I just wanted to comment about more than I need. With collecting, it can border into hoarding and stuff, and it's just like, the cards themselves, it's very hard to reach a level in my mind that's considered hoarding because they do have purposes. Um, and I want these. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't, because I plan on putting them into these boxes, so I don't actually need these. These are useful for holding, something like this, like a stack of them, but that's what I'm saying. The question is how much do I need versus how much do I want, or whatever. It's just, more unopened cards, or like they were opened and gone through very quickly. I don't know. It's almost like, it reminds me of Harry Potter 6. This isn't like giving anything away. Like if you're in the middle of reading, this isn't a spoiler alert or anything. But and I can say it in the least spoiler way. The character, there's a Professor Slughorn. He basically he moves from house to house every week, and it almost gives me a similar vibe here. And it's like they got to a house and it's like, let's go through the Pokemon cards, and they have like 12 seconds and they just rumble through them, and then it's like quick, you only have time to take only 3 cards and you have to leave. I know that's not the case because it's the same people getting the cards every week that have their names on these envelopes, but it gives off that kind of vibe. I mean, more unopened. Like this is taped closed, and I don't know. A lot of these also are from like Whatnot. Oh, what's it called? Whatnot. They are combining Whatnot and WhatsApp, 2 programs neither of which I've used. I mean, I did use WhatsApp on my cousin's phone one time to message to people, but I don't personally have it. Okay. This is actually useful, these small bags. I know I could probably get them super cheap, and I'm not holding on to them to hoard. I'm holding on to them because I actually use them or plan on using them. We do crafts at my synagogue also, so for like little jewelry pieces, these are helpful. Okay. I'm just going through all the non-cards in here, because like at the bottom is the card. Like these are heavy. Like I'm walking home carrying this, and like it gets heavy. And I'm gonna show you why in a minute. You can imagine, but like, can you imagine? I don't know. Pull this out. This is the stuff they're throwing out. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Should I make my own stacks? Whatever. Okay, stack 1. Out of the way. Can we see this? Yeah, we can. Okay. Stack. Two. Roughly the same height. This is nuts. I'm glad I had these boxes now. I'll probably go through them another time. Part of me is like, like last night, like when I found them, I'm like, I hope this is a weekly thing. And part of me now is like, I hope this isn't a weekly thing. But like, I don't know. I feel like certain things, like, who was it? My neighbor. He moved, and you can't see the books here, but up there I have a lot of books in him. And he said like he feels it's a crime to throw out books. He was a professor and everything, so like, I feel like it's a crime to throw out these things also. And some of these cards are the ones that you scan and you get like a booster pack online. So I don't know if they were already scanned. I doubt it. So if I were to get back into playing online, I probably don't have the time. Otherwise, I really did enjoy it. I use another one of those things. Those dividers. Here we got more. Nice. Basically, I plan on playing these on the Sabbath when like we don't do like a lot of work and stuff. So like no cooking. Like people know about like the no electricity thing, but it's more than that. The funny thing is the electricity is based upon electricity. Sorry. Electricity is probably not an issue. It's because people had a misunderstanding of how it worked originally. They thought it was like similar to a fire. So like you can't turn a fire on the Sabbath. So people thought electricity was like that. So electricity, which is the only thing that a lot of people know can't be done on the Sabbath, might actually be permissible to do on the Sabbath, whereas the stuff that actually is permissible, people don't know about, like kindling a flame, like planting seeds, things like that. Whatever. So activity is limited on the Sabbath. So one thing we can do is, like, a lot of things that people do is play board games or read. So like I'll probably be playing the board game. If I'm playing Pokemon cards, it's probably going to be then. So during the week, though, I'm busy with work and stuff. That's what I'm saying. If I had more time to play, I would be playing. I found it very enjoyable, and maybe not as complex. It's probably not as complex as chess, but still a complex game nonetheless that requires thinking. This is all the paper recycled. I'll probably end up throwing that out, but in the meantime, okay. Let's put all these cards in here. Just to give you a sense, this is a useful way to see height, etc. This is my first unboxing video, except for I unboxed my dissertation, which is funny because I'm the one who wrote it. It was just you can look it up on my channel. Just search unboxing my dissertation. If you just reading the title, the abstract, etc. Here's another beautiful card. Put the paper recyclings here also. Okay. Let's stand these up. Let's pull it actually to this side. Okay. Yeah, I don't even have time now to play a busy day, but I'm not even putting them in the right way, which I apologize about. I feel like every creature certainly, and everything in the creation. So everything deserves a level of respect. It's just unnecessary damage. I don't like people breaking pencils, things like that, whatever, or just pulling a leaf off of a bush as people pass. It's if you're gonna be eating it, fine. If you're doing it just for the sake of doing it, that bothers me. So I feel like everything deserves a certain level of respect. Even something, like a card. It just, obviously at certain levels. If it's a question of feeding your pet or making sure all the cards are lined up, I get that. But, so right now I don't have the time to put these in the proper order, but that is something which I feel should be done. Alright, so this is what I just pulled out of that bag. Actually, let's zoom in at this point. No, let's wait. Let's do this afterwards. Let's get the rest of these cards in one of these also. This is garbage. Rather, recycling. Okay. Let's see a holographic card. Ooh, Sylvia. Yeah, I got, because it said that, are these cards from here? Because it said something about the EX evolution or something. But I have a lot of Eevee's evolutions now at this point. How many of these booster packs do we think it is? I only see a few Japanese. I see one. But there might be more in that bag. This time they actually bothered putting them in the bag. Last time they just kind of threw them all in the garbage bag. Okay. Alright, these are the One Piece cards. These are also from some game. These are not Pokemon. I'm not sure what these are. These look like Pokemon. Yeah, they are. Okay. Putting this all aside, and I'm going to count. Give you all a sense of what's going on here. Put these aside and show you a close-up of these nice cards I got. I don't need. This might be useful. What do you all do? Do you play with sleeves? I feel like if you're playing with good cards, it helps protect them. If the cards aren't that great, like if they were super great, like would you be playing with them? Like I don't plan on playing with any of my cards from the 90s. But like these other cards from like the 2020s, like obviously they're not as expensive as the cards from the 90s. But like, will they have value in 20 years? I don't know. Should we keep them in good shape? I mean, like, yeah, but like, do we need to protect them, with sleeves, all of them? I don't know. Alright, what's this? Paper. Okay. Let's do some booster pack counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, plus and there's cards in here, 27, okay, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And that's it. It's only 37 this time, which is still a nice number. The back of these say they're recyclable, I think. They have a recycle symbol. How do you, any of you guys know how to recycle these? I'm big on recycling. I don't like the idea of landfills, just like taking a part of the earth that, is something else, a forest or whatever, and then destroying it so we can bury garbage in there. Just doesn't seem right. I mean, packaging, any even recyclable packaging I'm not a fan of, but, obviously I prefer recyclable to not. I'm curious about, how you guys recycle these. And now throughout this video, you saw me organizing things. I thought this letter would have, this page would have some secrets, but it doesn't. Someone wrote the number 60 on it, or 09 upside down. Okay. Just about ready to show you all what we got. Maybe I'll hold on to these things also in a different area. I wonder if they were actually shipped in these, and then the people, when they got the package, they just pulled them out because they're like, we don't need to keep them in the. Maybe they're keeping them in an album, so there was no room for it that way. That's possible. Yeah, it's like it's kind of trying to solve the riddle. I do think that. That these people really were looking for expensive cards. The fact that we have some of these open like this seems to indicate that these were opened up, probably for the purpose of sticking them into an album. So it's not that these people are crazy, it's that these people, maybe they have a lot of money, maybe they don't. The first thing, that first bag I showed you from last week, it added up to around $300, I think, the receipts. If I added up correctly, I added up very quickly. But like, in the grand scheme of things, that's not actually a lot of money. If that's like the only thing that they do, or when their only expenditure. So it's not terrible. It's not like they're throwing out thousands every week. They're throwing out hundreds every week, but I don't know. It's just stuck. I'm just looking. This is what there was in the garbage, like in with the booster packs. Yeah, I got a holographic there. Okay. Not the holographic are better, they're prettier. Okay. I'm going to zoom in now so we can see exactly what's going on. And make the screen a little bit lighter. Okay. And make sure we're focused. There we go. Okay, trying to see what's still in focus. Again, like the extent of it. So my leg is at the top. So anything here, and then what's the end of it? I can put just these down, I guess, at the end. Yeah, so like this is the end of the. I'm making like a box of like what's still in focus. Okay, so anything in here is in focus. And the sides, let's do some of these. The sides. Here. And what's the side here? That's all the way down here even. Okay, so we're good. Okay. So maybe we'll have a timestamp for people who were too want to skip ahead. But what did I do with these? Did I stick them in the box? Here. Okay. I'll take these out of here for now. I'll just add them in. Okay, so here's what we got in these boxes. So let's start with these. These unopened boxes, or maybe they were opened and gone through very quickly, but I don't even know. Put them to the side here. You got some nice, some one-piece cards here, and then a set of die and some Pokemon coins. Let's put it here. Okay, here are the nice cards. I'm just doing it in this order because, just in terms of having open space. All right, this one still is in the Beckett Shield. This is a Leafeon. It looks holographic. Is it holographic? It's something. Sylveon holographic. Giovanni's Exile. What is this? I don't know every Japanese symbol like I used to, but I forgot them. Okay, this guy. Who is this? Arcaludon. Don't know these new ones. Suicune. Sort of has holographic. Explorer's Guidance. Whimsicott. Holographic Eevee, like a really pretty one. Got a little bend, but okay. This is the one I've mentioned before that was just like in with something else. This is, what is this? Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon EX. Girafarig holographic. Okay, what does this say? The Garnier. I gotta brush up. This guy. Ricari. Oh, that's the light. Regaregan. I'm not sure. Metagross. That's Metagross. And then some more of these. Another one of these. Holographic energy card. Leafeon. I hope you guys are able to see it from the angle. Give me some feedback, I guess, if you can. This is Snorlax, or as they say in Japanese, apparently. No. Hopu no ka do gun. Iron Builder holographic. And these are just the ones that were like in with the bags at the end. This is that one that was in with the unopened ones, I think. Just like some of these. Like, do I open these? And I guess I have to. Like, that's the whole point of the video is unboxing. Let's see what they stuck back in here. I mean, okay, holographic Vaporeon. I mean, you guys can't see that. Holographic Vaporeon. And just you know, even the non holographic cards are still nice. Maybe I'll open one of those up again. Monkey Dory. Let's do it like this. Let's move forward a bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, Suicune. Oh, so it's not holographic. Who? You know, these are great. Roaring Moon. Is this holographic? This is something. Eevee. I mean, if I wanted to do the Eevee route, you know, in my decks, I certainly could at this point. Got enough of them. Okay, so we got these. Nice ones. Okay, these are the energy ones. I don't know what those look like. Leaving them unopened for now. Okay, this just got stuck to it. Something else. I mean, the person's, you know, username is stuck on these with what do you call them? With like the post-it note, and then like it looks like it was not even gone through. These are mostly Japanese. These are entirely Japanese. I want to put these back in here at the end, just like. Take out some of them, I guess. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay. They're just like. Yes, these are the newer generations, whatever, but and the newer backs, but I'm just showing you some of them. Right, holographic. Snorlax. What do we got here? I thought the Articuno was holographic. Frieza. That's like from Dragon Ball. That's Articuno. Because the Articuno thing is that like Larvitar or Pupitar or Tyranitar. Pangiras. What else was I just mentioned? Oh yeah, the legendary birds. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. The way I just said it, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Like they're Spanish. The uno, dos, tres. That's a cute thing, but like that doesn't work if. Actually, I mean, it does. It's not English, so it doesn't matter. But the Arctic, Zap, and Molt are all English. Sorry, English words related to their elements. Oh, double, like single. Oh, it's one of these like special energies. I do not understand that much Japanese. Like, what's the deal with these? Are they opened up already and shoved in here? I don't know how these work. Like, this looks like it wasn't even gone through. Do they? So like, it takes a special kind of person to collect the Japanese cards, because like either you have to be Japanese, or you know, or you have to understand Japanese. That's one of the options. You understand Japanese whether you are Japanese born or not. Alternatively, you know enough of the cards that you know enough of you're familiar enough with the cards that you know what they do, even though that they're in the language that you don't read. What other options are there? You just like them? I don't know, but like, why would you buy the Japanese ones over the English ones? They have a good reason. So. Unless they like, oh, they're the OGs, so like, you're really interested in those. I don't know. When it's like, I mean, the names themselves are I don't know how familiar you guys are with Japanese, but like, I keep getting out of. Here we go. There's two. I mean, aside from the kanji, there's the hiragana and the katakana. The hiragana is used for Japanese text, like Japanese words, and then if it comes from another language, usually English, but other languages as well, German, Dutch, etc. Or if it's like a technology where they use the other alphabet system, which is the same characters. It's the same sounds, but those characters you'll have two different like ka and ka whatever. Those are very similar actually, but something like whatever ni and ni will look different. But so whenever I see katakana, I'm tempted to read it. This is gadoku. Okay, that's Japanese altogether with it. Doran sare. Yeah, Caterpie. Actually, what does this say? Kito. Oh, ka. Katapi. That one's the same, I guess. Katapi. Yeah, I think a lot of Japanese, like, there's no, like the R is, like, there's, like, between the L and the R kind of thing. So, like, to say something like car, it's just ka. It's like K-A, but, like, the A is held out. Ka. So, katapi. Alright. Let's put these all together and just show you, like, how many cards we actually got, how many cards were rescued. This in the box. There's no room in this one. These cards get heavy after a while. It's like this is what I was just carrying at home last year. These away. This one doesn't fit this way, so we gotta do it this way. Okay, and then all these other things. Maybe I'll stick all the one-piece cards in a box. Like, I don't know. It'd be nice to have more of these boxes. Or should I use those tins for the accessories and use the I don't actually need these. These are like regular plastic. These are just to buy more. Yeah, these are plastic. Okay. That's just to protect the cards. Okay. I shouldn't be closing these. Alright. So all in all, we got these 3 boxes and this cool collecting box, which maybe I'll use for something else. But anyway, this box full at this point. If I were to measure it, I mean, we got like 6 and 3. This is the round down, 6.5 inches of cards here. Here we got. There's no cards in this one, right? Yeah, it's just like one piece and extra sleeves. Yeah, I feel like in bulk cards should be sold by the inch, like this one. So 5, at least. So 5. So it's 11.5 inches altogether of cards that I just got. This is what was being thrown out. So, like, again, this is unboxing the unboxed. Someone has already gone through most of these cards. I'm not sure what the deal is, but, like, I want to, do something with them and probably play with them, with other people. But this is, let's show my face again. It might be blurry, it's too hard to tell. That looks okay. Anyway. I'm going to do something with these cards. Probably end up playing with them. I have a nice collection now, and I'm not sure if I want this to happen every week. Like, do I want the people to be throwing these cards out? It's nice to get them, but I have to go through them. Like, I don't know. I don't mind going through them. It's just like, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I hope that they know what's going on. But in the meantime, I'm getting these cool cards. Hopefully you're enjoying this content. Again, this is my first unboxing video ever, aside from my dissertation. So please let me know what you think of it. If the camera angles were okay, if the volume's okay, all that. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff, let me know as well. Hope to hear from you guys soon. And if you're Pokemon fans, keep at it. And if you're not, just hope you're passionate about everything that in your life that you do like. So all the best, and keep